Good morning and Trashtilek, and I offer my deepest respect to His Holiness Dalai Lama, to the distinguished guests gathering to here, and my teachers who are some of here, and including Geshe Lobsang and here. Returning to Emory as I always joy, and returning to share a story of EDSI, a program that deeply shaped my thought and transformed our monastery traditions. It's truly an honor. I would like to share the three things. First, my personal journey. My name is Geshe Thabkhe. I am from Serache Monastery, South India. I have been part of the EDS journey from the beginning, joining the pilot program 2008, and then attending to the Emory University as a Tenzin Science Scholar, and most recently completing Sustainable Phase program where I learned scientific pedagogy and research. Back then, I remember quietly slipping away from the monastery for a day or two to a nearby hotel where I could read science books in private. That was more than 20 years ago. I was filled with excitement, reading a Hessenbuch's book and what he taught. What we observe is not in nature itself, but nature exposed to our method of questioning. It was empowering. That excitement, that experience was also apprehensive. Back then, studying science at the monastery is often misunderstood, viewed as a distraction and even a threat to our century-years-old traditions. Today, I'm a science teacher and serve as my monastery modern education directors. And second story, a historic transformation in our society. In 2014, science was integrated into the core monastery curriculum. For the first time in Gelug School 600 years history, the bright monks and nuns are not only allowed, but required to study science. I see this groundbreaking and historic change has huge potential to benefit not only our monastery community, but also the whole humanities. Today, Science Center and Laboratory have been established across the 30 major monastery institutions. This includes some of the largest monasteries and nunneries. And since 2014, about roughly 300 new students have been enrolled in the science program. Third, research impact outside of the monastery. This is not only about learning, it is about contributing. Monasteries are now engaged in meaningful research collaboration with scientists from the different countries. We are working together various areas such as Tukdam and dream yoga, lucid dreaming, and monastery debate or analytical meditations. In the last several years, monasteries have been 24 research projects exploring topics such as impact of the emptiness meditation on attachment and intersection of the dream yoga and lucid dreaming from the scientific perspective and contemplative perspective. These are not steady, as I mentioned. They are bridge connecting inner and outer world, science, ancient knowledge, and modern science, and opening space for mutual understanding and discovery. Conclusion, what we are witnessing is a transformation. It is beginning quietly, that is now embraced by thousands. It shows us that when curiosity, compassion, and knowledge come together, even century-years-old tradition can evolve. And in doing so, they don't lose their depth and value, they just shine even brighter. Thank you very much.
We've come to the final of our platform launches, the ETSI platform. This platform offers bilingual curricula in physics, biology, neuroscience, and mathematics. And it ensures that this bold experiment, as it once was, in bridging cultures and advancing human knowledge, will continue to flourish for generations to come. So I'd like to invite Dr. Paul back to the stage to officially launch the ETSI digital platform.
For centuries, Tibetan monastic scholars have sought to understand the profound nature of the mind, the cause of suffering, and the path to genuine happiness. In our time, His Holiness the Dalai Lama has called for a bold meeting of worlds, bringing the rigor of modern science into dialogue with the contemplative traditions of Tibet for the flourishing of humanity. Answering the call, the Emory-Tibet Science Initiative has built a living bridge between timeless contemplative wisdom and the methods of modern scientific inquiry. Over the past 18 years, ETSI has developed a comprehensive 6-year monastic science curriculum and successfully implemented it in the great Tibetan monasteries and nunneries in India. This represents a historic transformation in Tibetan monastic education, preparing a new generation of monastic scientists who unite deep contemplative training with scientific knowledge. Their perspectives are opening new avenues in neuroscience, meditation research, and the study of human flourishing, contributing to Emory's Compassion Shift initiative to advance a global culture of compassion. Now, with the ETSI digital learning platform, this achievement can scale to a new level. Designed as a bilingual resource in Tibetan and English, the platform extends the research of scientific education to monasteries and nunneries in even the most remote regions, while also serving as a bridge to global scholars, educators, and practitioners. In addition, ETSI is making a historic contribution to the Tibetan language itself, expanding its lexicon with thousands of new scientific terms. This ensures that modern science can be fully expressed in Tibetan, sustaining both the language and the living dialogue between science and spirituality for generations to come. As His Holiness has written, science and spirituality have the potential to come closer than ever before, embarking on a shared endeavor to help humanity meet the challenges of our time. The Emory-Tibet Science Initiative and its bilingual digital learning platform are advancing this very endeavor, scaling a historic curriculum across cultures and languages, joining heart